Good evening, parents, students, and families, and welcome to the class of 2024 and 2023 Parent Night for current 9th and 10th graders at Manzano High School. My name is Ms. Chavez, and I am the College and Career Readiness Counselor for your student, and I am here tonight alongside our amazing Activities Director, Ms. Carr, to present some important information to you. Next slide. On this slide is our agenda of presentation topics. We are going to talk about graduation requirements and how grades matter. We're going to talk about transcripts a lot, summer school, dual credit, testing, course guidance, NCAA, career exploration, college visits, resources such as Opti and Scholar Ahead, and how to get involved with our activities director, Ms. Carr. Next slide. So on this slide, you can see this quote that says, "Your grades don't define you, but they do still matter." You can also see a little post that says, "Never give up," because there's always room for improvement, and there's always room to get up and try again. So GPA, or grade point average, is a number that indicates how well you scored in your courses on average. It's meant to score you usually on a GPA scale between 1.0 and 4.0. So during your classes, at the end of the semester, you'll get a grade, and the sum of that grade shows whether or not your overall grades have been low or high. Now, who sees your grades? Well, you do, your teachers, parents, counselors, and ultimately those who you are applying for post-secondary plans with, such as colleges, military branches, jobs, etc. Those people will see your grades. Also, if you are applying for a scholarship, they typically want to see your grades. So grades matter and can open a lot of doors for you, especially the higher that number is. So how to bring your GPA up? Well, attend every class. Attendance and participation is key because you are aware of what's being taught, what assignments are due, what you're missing, and therefore you can get everything turned in, score higher in your courses because you can demonstrate understanding on your tests. So bringing your grades up is tied to attendance and participation. Transcripts. What is a transcript? A transcript is a proof of education. It is a detailed record of all the subjects you have studied with your final semester grades. All those grades will create your GPA, and we will be talking more about transcripts in the very near future. All right, next slide, please. It's always important to recap on the graduation requirements to make sure you're aware of what they are and what you need to do to earn a diploma. So you will be needing 4 English credits, 1 World History credit, half New Mexico History credit, half Economics credit, 3 Science credits, half a credit in Health, 4 credits in Math, 1 credit in U.S. History, half a credit in Government, 1 PE credit, 8 elective credits, and 1 career or workplace readiness credit. And at least 1 credit must be an honors class, an AP class, dual credit class, or distance learning. We also have state testing requirements that need to be met before you can earn your diploma, and we will talk about this more in this presentation. Next slide, please. Okay, so we talked about GPA, we talked about transcripts and what they are, and on this slide, I'm going to talk to you about how to get your transcript. You can pull your own transcript from student view or parent view. So when you are in student view or parent view, you want to click on course history on the left. It will pull up a window titled graduation status, and there's a little blue box next to it that says unofficial transcript. When you click on the unofficial transcript box, it will prompt a download and you will be able to view your transcript. On page 2 of your downloaded transcript, you will see a graduation requirement credit summary for you. This will have our graduation requirements, your completed credits, what you're working on, the work in progress credits, credits you still need to obtain, and it will also have a GPA summary giving you that number between a 1.0 and 4.0 or higher, listed as the average score of your final semester grades. Next slide. So in student view and parent view, you can access an unofficial transcript, but typically colleges and universities and scholarships want an official transcript. What is the difference between them? While the official transcript is submitted from the school registrar here at Manzano, it will have her certification, her official seal, and documentation that this transcript is official. APS uses Parchment, and a lot of other schools and universities do, and Parchment is an electronic delivery system for official transcripts. Tomorrow, an email invitation will be sent to your Synergy email with a code to create your Parchment account. This is where you can order your official transcript to be sent to your post-secondary applications or to scholarships. You can even order your official transcript to be sent to yourself. Next slide. So remember to keep an eye out for that email from our school registrar, Ms. Miles. In this invitation, there will be a code, and the code will assist you in pre-filling a lot of the required information. So if you create your account with the code she gives you, it will pre-fill the fields for your name and address and save you a lot of time. We have a link to order official transcripts on the Manzano High School homepage under important links. Things to know: Parchment is safe, easy, fast, and free, and you can track your transcript orders. Just remember to allow 2 business days processing time and order early, and be mindful of your deadlines because our registrar does still have to electronically send them out. Next slide. Summer school registration. So it's a good idea to get your transcript from student view or parent view. Look to see if you have any Fs on there. If you failed a course, please enroll for summer school ASAP. Summer school this year is through the E-Academy. Registration opened April 1st and will close on May 25th. You need to contact your academic counselor to enroll today. And if you don't know who your counselor is, they are assigned to you based on your last name. You can find more information about who your counselor is on the Manzano High School website under counseling. You click on that little link with the hands holding each other, and you'll see who your assigned alpha counselor is. Summer school is free this year. You could take up to 4 half-credit courses, mix and match them from semesters, which is a total of 2 credits for free. Spots are filling up quick, so act now. It's a great opportunity. All right, next slide, please. If you successfully completed 9th or 10th grade, you can register with C&M if you want to begin earning dual credit. Dual credit is earned high school credit and college credit. So you get 2 credits, 2 birds, 1 stone. We will be having the dual credit application workshop this coming Monday on April 26th at 10 a.m. in Google Meets. and the link will be posted in your class of 2023 or 2024 Google Classrooms. And dual credit is pretty much free college. There is no charge for tuition or books. So take advantage of free college because it is only available through high school dual credit programs. And also, there is a testing piece because we don't want to set you up for failure. You will have to take an ACTPlacer test to test into the class you want to take at C&M. And all of that will be explained in our dual credit workshop. All right, next slide, please. All right, this slide is not the most exciting slide, but it is necessary, and this explains the testing requirements needed for a diploma. So basically, you need to demonstrate competency by taking a test in these subjects: reading, writing, math, science, and social studies. So in a typical non-pandemic school year, next year's 10th graders can expect to take the College Board suite of assessments in the fall and winter as their formative assessments. Formative assessments are checkpoint assessments to see where you are. The PSAT will be in the spring as a 10th grade summative assessment. So that will check your progress from the initial checkpoints. So the PSAT will be given to all 10th graders in the spring. After you get your PSAT scores back, there is a teach back way where you can link your PSAT scores to personalized test prep in Khan Academy. So those directions are posted on the Counseling Department website under the College and Career link. For our next year's juniors, 11th graders can expect to take the College Board suite of assessments in the fall and winter as their formative assessments, done through language arts and math classes. And the SAT will be on a school day in the spring for their 11th grade summative assessment. Juniors will also take the NMSAR, which will be the state science test that they will take for a science competency test. So it's a lot of testing, but typically one passing test score during your high school career could potentially demonstrate competency, which is understanding of a subject. So make sure to take all your exams seriously and do your best. Next slide. More about testing. In general, colleges want a college admissions test. In this pandemic school year, that was different. But for your classes, this is going to be a thing that colleges require again. And according to the Princeton Review and my experience, many high schools recommend taking the ACT or SAT your junior year because the content of these tests includes topics that may have not been covered in 9th or 10th grade. So for your upcoming juniors, you might want to consider taking the ACT or SAT for college admissions and scholarship purposes beginning in 11th grade. All colleges will accept either the ACT or SAT scores, and you can typically take these tests as often as you want. You can register for them on ACT.org or SAT.org for any national test date. Both are offered about 6 times a year, and they do come at a cost. We do have waivers for those on free and reduced lunch. Please be mindful of these deadlines because there are additional fees for late registration. Please let me know if you have any questions about these exams. You can email me to lorraine.chavez@aps.edu. All right, next slide. Course guidance. So course guidance is planning your high school classes based on fulfilling admissions requirements for after high school. So in other words, in order to know what you need to do in the future, you have to look at where you are going. I like to use Big Future College Search when researching admissions requirements for various colleges. So just in general, students need at least 2 years of the same foreign language if they plan to attend a 4-year university. Families and students can inquire early with the university of your interest about admissions and GPA requirements, and also look at those incoming freshman scholarships and what GPAs they award those to, and what test scores they award those to. We recommend taking a 4th-year science if you're going into the medical, engineering, or other science-related field. We encourage students to take a higher math class if they're interested in a college such as New Mexico Tech or another technical or engineering type school. We also want to encourage all these virtual campus visits, tours, college fairs, school site visits, so you can get this information as you're going into your next years of high school. Okay, next slide. So NCAA and NAIA. If you have dreams of playing college sports, please begin the registration process for D1 or D2 eligibility. To play college sports, you need to meet certain course requirements, so course guidance is very important. From the Manzano High School homepage, if you click on Counseling, you will see a link on the left for NCAA and NAIA information. Please look at these resources and speak to our athletic director, Mr. Espinosa, or your coach, or to myself if you have any questions about this. Next slide. Career exploration. So going back to that Manzano High School homepage, if you click on the link for counseling, the little hands connected together, you will see a link on the left for college and career information. On this page, you will find my virtual Bitmoji classroom and a link to set up a one-on-one appointment with me if you want to discuss anything related to your future planning. There are tons of resources on this college and career page. There are interest inventories, career cluster assessments, and other ways to help you explore potential pathways during high school. I encourage you to do these activities this summer and start having these conversations with your families about your career and your future, things your relatives knew, pathways they took. And you don't need to know what you want to major in right now. You don't need to have a career set in mind or a process or a path. All we want you to do right now is to begin that self-exploration process. And you can come and see me if you have any questions about where to begin. Next slide. So back on this college and career link, same one that the Bitmoji classroom was on, are additional resources for career exploration. I have links here on how to find an internship or volunteer opportunity or job opportunity. There's also a link to the Career Enrichment Center, which is a free and very valuable resource to all APS students, and a place where you can earn college credit and potentially a certificate in such fields like nursing, EMT, auto mechanics. I know they have a beauty school there. So please browse the site when you are considering a summer job, internship, or volunteer opportunity. Next slide. Okay, and last but not least, for my part, please accept the invitation to your class of 2023 or 2024 Google Classroom. This classroom is for the activities director, Ms. Carr, and I to post important information regarding activities in college and career planning. We post college, career, military visits here, as well as scholarships or job opportunities that might apply to you. So yes, you in 9th and 10th grade can apply for scholarships. I am posting these links on our Google Classroom, as well as on our social media and Twitter. We have Instagram and Twitter that we're constantly updating. And it's never too early to get started on scholarships for college. So if you haven't joined your Google Classroom, please do so now. The codes are on this slide. We do have a question form in the description of this video. If you have any questions about the topics that we covered, please fill out the form and we will reply to you as soon as possible. And at this time, I'd like to bring back out our fabulous activities director, Ms. Carr, and she's going to share some important information about activities, but I also want her to talk about the CEC YouTube video that's posted on our school YouTube channel.
Thank you, Ms. Chavez. That is such, y'all, are you hearing what Ms. Chavez is telling you? Like, this is really, really good stuff. Like, she's really setting you guys up for complete success. 9th and 10th grade year, already talking about scholarships and dual enrollment. Wow. Wow. Just follow. She is always available. Reach out. She is one of the coolest people that I like to work with. So her door is open. Her email is available. The really cool thing, to just reiterate, because of the pandemic, free summer school. Do it. Don't put it off, okay? Get in there, get it done, give up a summer, give up this summer, just give it up and get those credits back that you need so you graduate on time. That is huge. Does summer school usually cost money? Absolutely. So take advantage of that right now. The other thing with CEC, thank you, Ms. Chavez, for bringing up that video. Ms. Chavez and I did a CEC presentation with Miss Flo. And if you're involved with CEC already, you know Miss Flo. She's pretty fantastic as well. So check out on our YouTube page here. There is a CEC specific. Miss Flo's information at CEC is also on there. So what an amazing opportunity. We have a few students, 3 of them, that are graduating with their nursing degree, wow, as well as their diploma in a couple weeks. How cool is that? Just phenomenal. I'm so proud of all of our students, and you guys have these opportunities too. So thank you, Ms. Chavez. All right, so we're going to get into some activities. Like, let's have fun. Most of you already know me, but I'm Miss Carr or Miss Whitted, whatever you want to go by. I'm good with. Miss Carr is what I go by most of the time. So let's get involved. I know that a lot of us who've graduated, we're like, ooh, if we could just do one thing differently, what would I do differently in high school? I would have gotten involved. Okay. So I already have a typo on here. I'm going to admit it right now. I do know how to spell people. I apologize. I was putting this together super fast. So anyways, people, why get involved? You have a place to fit in. Every single student here at Manzano, you have a place to fit in. You belong here. You deserve to be here. You deserve to get involved and make as much amazing memories. Another reason to really get involved is this builds up your personal community. I can speak for myself personally. During this pandemic, I have definitely been able to identify who my personal community is, and I'm sure that's probably the case for a lot of you. When we have that personal community, it really does help us stay accountable, but also it's a hand when we're having that day where it's like, oh my gosh, I just can't do this. Your community, that's what the community or village is for. Make some amazing memories with some really cool people here on campus. You guys are amazing, and there's other amazing people. So let's get you guys connected. Another thing is that when you are involved, you have a better chance of graduating, because that's what we're all doing right now. We're just getting you guys to graduation, because your life after graduation, man, I can't wait to hear all of the adventures all of our students have. But we first got to get you to graduation. And we know that if you are involved and you stay involved, you have a better opportunity of graduating. And we want to give you that amazing ability moving after high school. Next thing, what can I get involved in? We have all of these things because we have dedicated staff here at Manzano. Without our staff, this would not be able to be possible because each one of these clubs has a staff member that is a sponsor. I'm going to have to do a quick shout out real quick. Mr. Strickland and esports this week, our esports took first place. Next week, we're competing against the #1 school in New Mexico. Get it? You guys can do it. I know you can. So, I just have to say that quick shout out because that literally just happened. So if you are interested in maybe becoming a teacher, Ed Rising is a wonderful thing for you. Get involved in BSU, ASU, Key Club, DD20. That is our Dungeon and Dragons coming back out. It's cool again. Get involved. Our NJROTC program. I've got to give a big shout out to Commander and First Sergeant and one of our class of 2021 graduates. They just got an amazing scholarship because of the NJROTC program as well as the students' academic performance. So all of these things will help you after high school. All of these things help build that community, how to connect with different people, life skills. A big thing when you graduate from high school, you're going to hear soft skills, soft skills, soft skills, soft skills. These are absolutely important to help you thrive in whatever journey you take on. And each club, sport, or activity you get involved in is going to help you develop those soft skills. Very important. We have GSA, Interact Club, Robotics, Yearbook, FCA, MESA, MHS Dream Team, peer sponsors, DECA, Creative Writing, Orchestra, Model UN, National Honor Society, our Native American Club, Senate, TED Club, and many, many more. We also made a great video. It's out there on our YouTube channel with all the different clubs and activities to get involved in. Now, when we come back to school in August, we will have like an activities rush time. And during that is when we really want to see you guys getting involved in something. And maybe you say, you know what, Miss Carr, I don't know what I want to do. All right, let's sit down. Let's talk. Let's connect. Let's find out what you're interested in. And then let's make a club for that. Okay, whatever we can do here to support our students, we are game for it. Another thing for us is any questions. Please reach out to me. I'm always around. If you have a question about anything, let me know. I'll get you the answer. So most importantly, the biggest thing, takeaway, get involved, stay involved. But most importantly, we only have a few weeks left, and I know we've got some amazing, strong monarchs here. So just finish strong, keep going. Summer's almost there. Don't stop yet. The finish line's not there. And I believe in you guys, and you guys can be anything that you want to be. And thank you for your time. I'm going to pop Miss Chavez back in here. And thank you, Miss Chavez, for letting me jump in on your bandwagon. So I appreciate it.
My bandwagon is your bandwagon. We're a team. And yes, so thank you everyone for being with us. Again, if you have questions, fill out that form in the description. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Stay well.